Hello everyone, this is my audience. Alright, how many of you fellow communication students out there have a cell phone, iPod, tablet, or even a laptop next to you right now? I bet almost every one of you answered, yes, I do. We are spoiled and under different circumstances with an online class. Although we are all in the comfort of our home and not in a classroom, to complete our education we probably have to attend on-campus classes, and then the rules change. But why do they have to? Students should be allowed to access cell phones, iPods, and other forms of technology in class because of emergency situations in which students need to be able to make quick contact with people on the outside. We need to treat school as a preparation for the real world, and technology promotes working together. Many of us have kids in the school system, and technology is their future. Yes, technology can be a distraction, but so is tapping your pencil repeatedly on your desk, or looking up Gooch when you're supposed to be looking up a class-relevant definition. We need to take a stand and make a change in classrooms today. We all need to realize that the world on a daily basis is more technologically inclined, and electronic devices are all around us outside of school. Schools have already incorporated computers and laptops in some classrooms. Others provide a class set of Nooks for ebooks. Why not then allow it in every classroom? Most school curriculums require typing and computer classes, so they should reinforce these skills and allow students to take notes in the classroom with electronic devices. This would also save our trees by cutting back on notebooks. A student would never run out of ink or disrupt the class by having to get up and sharpen a pencil. A student could not give the excuse, "The dog ate my homework." If classwork and homework was all online, students would have less back problems. No more lugging heavy textbooks and an exploding backpack. Many of the devices out there would help with organization, alerts, and neatness. No more wrinkled papers and illegible handwriting. Typing notes and then being able to go through and highlight and bold important points for studying would be simplified if everything was done electronically. Let's take a look at some individual devices and why they would be beneficial. A cell phone is the first and most popular device most students already carry with them while in school. Most students in a classroom, from middle school and up, already own and use a cell phone. Most carry it in their pocket or backpack while in class. However, most schools have a very strict policy. If my middle school stepson would ever be caught with a cell phone on the bus or in school, it would be taken away and held hostage. More and more, we hear about cases on the news of schools going on lockdown, and students being unable to make contact with their parents. If a student has a cell phone in these types of situations, they can send a quick text letting them know everything is all right. Staying in contact is so very important, even in less extreme cases, where a student misses the bus or stays after school for an after-school event and the front office is closed and there isn't a payphone around. What if no one had a cell phone? A student's constant communication is essential. Let's switch gears and look at another device. An iPod or MP3 player allows a student to listen to music when they are on their own time doing classwork. Most teachers already play music for students in the classroom, and what student doesn't want to hear a teacher's amazing music selection? People have a wide range of musical tastes, and different kinds of music can be used for different moods. An awesome article I read from Psych Central said, "Music can have a beneficial effect on our physiological functions, slowing the pulse and the heart rate, lowering blood pressure, and decreasing the levels of stress hormones." If music is already allowed in the classes, why not allow the kids to choose and listen to what they want? It is proven that music is a great source of relaxation and also helps relieve stress. The students face a lot of pressure at schools and can use music as an exhaust to vent out all of their stress. This will help them improve their work at school. An iPod allows a student to install applications of all sorts and store surplus books. A calculator, dictionary, and thesaurus can quickly and easily be accessed, which means that students can carry a lighter backpack to school, and podcasts are available on the iPod for coursework content that the student can also easily access. Many students say that they find the podcast better than the notes they would write. A few days ago in the news, a Nampa Elementary School podcasted with students from a New York school that had underwent Hurricane Sandy. Students were able to ask questions and learn about each other and the horrible catastrophe they went through. In doing this, the Nampa students began fundraising to be able to send back support to their new friends. Without the teacher's iPad, none of this would have been possible. Technology was able to promote working together not only in the classroom, but across the United States. I have a student in high school that just moved from a new school with very strict technology rules to one that encourages learning with technology aids. I think this, as well as being a current student, makes me and him an expert on this matter. After interviewing Bradley, I learned that he sees a great improvement in his ability to focus when he's working on assignments in the classroom while he is listening to his MP3 player. At his previous school in Boise, technology rules were very strict. Now, here in Nampa, he is even required to take a technology class each school year. When he's at home, he always plays music while he works on a project or his math homework. I completely understand because I am one of those students who listen to music while I work. Having to listen to outside noise is very distracting. My house is never quiet, with 5 of us and 2 dogs and a cat always moving around and always doing something. It helps to center my focus to have music. Last week when I was in my welding lab, a fellow student repeatedly kept tapping his foot while we were to be reading on an assigned chapter. It was impossible to focus on, and anything I read while my focus was focused on the sound his foot made. If only I had been allowed to listen to music while in class. Focus is so important, and giving students an option like personal music could benefit their grades significantly. Another aspect Bradley says he sees being affected is cell phone usage in class. Since students at his new school are allowed access to their cell phone, kids are not sneaking under their desks and text messaging. Kids are waiting till the appropriate time. This was an issue on his old bus as well. Kids use their phones for texting and games on his new bus trips. Bradley said that before at his old school, he would get so bored on the bus and fall asleep. He even missed his stop and had to walk on the busy road back home. Now kids with handheld technology is a familiar sight. Students learn much better when they are having fun. Electronics are having fun. Having your hand cramped from an hour of note-taking would be a thing of the past. Students deal with enough stress, and music and apps are a new way to learn and have fun. Access to technology such as cell phones, iPods, tablets, and laptops in class would allow for emergency situations in which students need to be able to make a quick contact with people on the outside. We would be arming kids with the necessary tools in school to prepare them for the real world and give them a way to learn and be able to work together on a whole new and exciting level. We are students, and many of us have students, so why not allow for more and better ways to learn? Students need more freedom and an improved way to stay engaged in school. Seeing this in the hallway is a thing of the past. This is the future. Thanks, guys. This is my audience again. Did it go off?